Sometimes you don't know your own limits. Sometimes you don't know when to stop. Sometimes when you're doing something simple, you make it more complex. And you continue to make it more complex as you progress. Well, that's how I feel about my recent painting. My cat painting. Which is this tiny painting compared to the other painting I'm working on. Hello and welcome. My name is Charles Limbos. I go by Bob. I am not your typical painter. And today I'm going to try to finish this cat painting once and for all. It's a very small painting. If you see the size of the head with the quarter, it is very tiny. As I was working this small painting, I always kept finding more and more things to work on. Some of the things were small and minor. Some required major overhauling, such as the face. I actually even did a video about how to correct something off in your painting using Photoshop if you guys want to check it out. I think I could have painted longer, but I had to stop at some point. Besides the kitty, I'm also gonna touch up the bottom here a little. Also maybe look into some more distinctive imperfections. I know I already got a lot of them, but some more. I darkened the background, as I said in a previous video. Not by much, but by a little bit. And another thing my fiance pointed out is to kind of eliminate some of the hair. Yeah, this cat is a little too furry, so I'm going to minimize some of the hair so it's more out of focus and some of the hair is more focused. Obviously, I take criticism pretty well. If someone says my painting sucks, I'm like, oh well. But if someone actually tells me it's something I should do differently and it sounds legit, I will actually follow through. I still have a goal to finish this painting this week. It might or might not get done. Well, we'll see by the end of the video if I succeed. Now it's time to get to work. I always put a lot of attention to the eyes. I'm always trying to be as calm as possible when I paint them, because people usually make eye contact when it comes with paintings that have eyes, and cats are no different. So this is a very small section. If you could look at my thumb, how big it is, it's not that big, so just a slight movement in the wrong direction and I could screw up the eye. So I'm trying to be very careful with a steady arm to get like some of these like little details in here. Yes, it's kind of nerve-wracking knowing that you could screw it up. Hey, if I do, I know one thing's for sure. I could always start again when it dries or erase it a little. My goal was to have the texture believable. I wanted you to be able to touch the fur of the kitty and then feel the roughness of the wall. And that's why I emphasize so much on texture. At some point you ask yourself, when do I stop? When is it enough hair? When? When do you say, okay, time to move on? I don't know. I just keep going and going sometimes. But I think I'm gonna call it quits right here and now start working here. as I want to actually film the process of this whiskers, the camera being here is quite a tight squeeze. So I'm gonna probably turn off the camera just to do the whiskers, but rest assured what I'm doing is I'm wetting the background. I darkened it actually because I always wanted to darken it, and also at the same time correcting the perspective minorly. But the real goal is to actually wet the background so I could also blend in softly the fur. Anyway, time to continue. I have to say, very nerve-wracking. I'll probably add some highlights when the paint dries. As of right now, I'm trying to get the whiskers on the softer tone, but there will be some bright highlights in the end. But I have to wait for the paint to dry. As for the name of this painting, I am going to call it Just a Shadow. And why? Well, there's a song by Big Country, a nice Scottish band that probably very few have heard of, and they have a song called Just a Shadow. The tone of the song of just something hidden from the world, or just something that had its glory days, just kind of goes well with this painting, especially since the building around the cat is just falling apart. It has seen better days, and I feel like the cat in some ways is just a shadow that the world will never see. I guess I try to capture as much detail as possible, and that sets me back sometimes, time-wise at least. I had a friend of mine who thought one side of the painting was really well done, and he was admiring it, and when he told me that comment, I actually took it in a negative way where I was like, I need to work on the other side. That comment made me think, well, I guess I need more detail. Well, if you made it to the end, thank you for watching. This is the first painting I completed on YouTube. More to come. Anyway, my name is Charles. I go by Bob. I'm not your typical painter.